With Mount Rainier in the distance, there are few cities finer on a clear afternoon than this one, and we have a picture-perfect day for football at Lumen Field in Seattle.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
They'll run here with a rookie. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
From the 33, here's 2nd down and 7.
He'll look to throw.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Reek Woolen.
And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
They get 17 on that one, move the chains, 1st down Seahawks.
Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
This one goes underneath to Walker.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, this defense for the Giants, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was popped free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Repeat of the last play, finding Walker. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. And that's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's 2nd down.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the 1st quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass.
First carry here for Ken Walker.
They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here we go.
They're going to look to throw.
On the slant, here's Smith and Jigba.
And they're able to corral him right around the 8, and that's short of the first down.
At the 60.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
On comes the Seahawk kicker here on 4th down. It's Jason Myers from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Myers' kick is good, and the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
3-0 our score as we ready for the dynamic kickoff. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they'll be looking to make amends for that first drive, which came to a rather abrupt ending.
Certainly did, and I remember going back to my notes before this game, and a lot of times when I scout a guy, I have a little section about how does he handle adversity. And in this case, a big check mark. He may have thrown the first interception, but I don't think he's going to throw very many more.
2nd and 14. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
Open man is the rookie, Theo Johnson. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Back to throw again. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
3rd down and 6. And now they'll audible to something else.
Slot man moves right.
He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. He's going to have the first down and more than that.
And down to the 27-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
Touchdown! A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants have taken the lead. Gano the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And Walker has it. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll make it 2nd down.
The Seahawks had 2-2 through the first 4 weeks of the season. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
They'll let this go deep for Smith and Jigba.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Giants are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
60 license, 60 license. Let's go now.
They'll set up to throw. Man open left side. It's his running back with it. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Back to throw now on 1st down.
A quick throw there is incomplete.
Had an open man that time. They ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Again, it's Johnson.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. Again, he'll drop to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. It's a gain of 35.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. They'll look to throw again. Flushed out right. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it.
Here's another first and goal, but from a little further back this time following the penalty.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And he is in. Touchdown, New York. A 5-yard touchdown.
And the Giants are able to widen their advantage.
Extra point try good by Gano. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Smith and Jigba in motion right.
2nd and 5.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Giants are going to get it back here just past the 35.
And Brandon, how many times have we talked with these rookies out there, and then we finally hear from them that the game slowed down and they're able to handle things? Not so far for this rookie, because right now, back-to-back drives, they picked him off. Not college football anymore. He's got to find a way to handle what these defenses throw at him.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together.
And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
2nd down and 6 now.
On play action, they'll throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. On fourth down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. That's a 49-yard punt, 8 though on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Picked off by Bobby Okereke.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Here we go. Set.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Gano's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. 17-3 the score as we resume action for the second half on EA Sports. And no return forthcoming. It'll be a touchback. And the third quarter will start from the 30. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Well, the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense has thrown at them. Now they...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Bobby Okereke.
That one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
And down inside the 15 he goes. It's a gain of 11 and a giant first down.
Check, Bobcat. Check, Bobcat. 19 Cardinal. 18 Rebel. 18 Rebel. Cut 19. Cut 19.
Back to throw. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. He'll look to throw. And he can't hang on to it, and the screen never got started.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Definitely be a disappointment to come out of this starting position with just 3 points. They need to try to dial something up now, 3rd and 10. They'll drop to throw.
To the right side and intercepted. And the Seahawks will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
That pick hurts a little extra because it was third down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on, because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
It's what you call a rookie mistake.
He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. They'll look to throw here. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man.
24 yards the game there. Another first down as well.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
He'll drop to throw.
And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
We sit in quarter number 3 out in Seattle. A 2nd and 10 now.
They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage.
The defense did its job of taking away a quick throw, but that's only half the battle because they've got to get to him before he can make a run for it. A little bit late containing him there, so he makes a nice gain out of a play that looked like it was in trouble.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
They'll try for the first with Walker.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
Let's go now. Mustang 19. Go.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Finding Walker complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number one, it's easy for him to get lost. And number two, really tough for the linebacker to run with him. And this ball's right on the money and leads to a big play.
Now that sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
Here we go. Here we go.
And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
Now, with a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
Seven Pirates. 7 Pirates. Ready.
Walker.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
I know they're going through all the possibilities right now, but the truth of the matter is a field goal doesn't do them a ton of good. It'd still be a 2-score game, so to me, go for it. Go for it boldly.
And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. Back to throw here. And, oh, my goodness, here's a fifth interception.
Picked off by Bobby Okereke. And the Giants are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Well, this is one heck of an individual performance we're witnessing. That is now his third interception. And keep in mind, folks, this isn't a safety or a cornerback. This is a linebacker.
Does this feel to you like he's having a flashback? Because a lot of these linebackers we see in the NFL, in high school, they were offensive stars. They touched the football all the time. It's like he said to himself, let's go back and put on the leather jacket and go get the football. How about this one? 3 interceptions thus far.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he's just going to run right into that big old defensive end. And that play going nowhere. Not liking the look. They'll change the play.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked by Julian Love. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down.
Come on, set. Warrior 70. Ready.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Go.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And now here's another interception.
Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Giants force the turnover. And they'll take over at the 10.
At their own 10-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT.
And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area. And after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
Straight ahead, here's Tracy.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage. The stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Oh, the motion comes too late, and this is going to be a delay.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
They run it with Pacheco from the gun.
He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They're going to look to throw. Shoves him away.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 20-yard line.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
They'll hand it to Tracy. And even though he gets out of bounds to stop the clock, it's not going to matter. That first down going to be enough to write a finish to this one.
Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps for these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
They'll run here with Pacheco.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now.
Kind of a strange ballgame, Charles. We did not have a single point by either team after half. Really a defensive clinic by both sides in half number 2.
Wasn't that just beautiful to watch? Come on, man. Come over to the dark side with me. Wasn't that fun to see these defenses holding sway right